Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction to Kentucky Ballistics, where today we have the LAHTI 20mm anti-tank rifle. And I've seen some videos of this thing and I know it's freaking amazing. So let's see. Got the serial number here, I see number 709, okay. Let's go. Oh yeah, epic. Wooden barrel shroud, interesting. Yep. Mm. Okay. Oh.
What are you doing to my gun? Nope. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Totally nothing. Yep.
See you later. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics.
And this is a different anti-tank
Not
rifle.
too long ago, I introduced you to my Solarthern 20mm anti-tank rifle, and I absolutely love this thing.
Yeah, this is probably the coolest one I've ever seen in terms of looks.
But this old girl right here was kind of getting lonely, and she needed a friend. So let me introduce you to her new BFF, Miss LAHTI. So I've been scratching my head for quite a while trying to figure out how I celebrate hitting 5 million subscribers, which is absolutely insane.
That's cool. He actually did it? Yeah, 5.1 million. Wow, okay,
appreciate
great.
Every single one of you. And to show my appreciation to you, I thought I would buy another 20mm. So now let me tell you a little bit about my newest financial blunder. This is the LAHTI, and she is very similar to the Solarthern, but also has some differences.
Like a top magazine instead of the side.
Is 7 foot long, so we're going to start at the business end and then work our way back.
Okay.
So the first thing you may notice about this, it has a massive muzzle brake, just like the Solarthern, but this one comes with a nifty muzzle brake cover. Then moving on, we have a wooden handguard that I guess doubles as a heat shield.
I guess you're not really be gonna place in your hand there when firing it with that size.
We have iron sights, and then the biggest difference between the LAHTI and the Solarthern is these massive sleds. So soldiers would actually drag these things sometimes on these sleds in the snow, and then once you got to where you would be firing this weapon, you have a bipod that flips down. This thing takes a massive 10-round magazine, and it is semi-automatic. It loads from the top and ejects the shells from the bottom, and you really gotta watch your hands when you shoot this thing, from what I've been told, because when it ejects these shells, it is
also, is that thing like a grip safety on here? A giant one?
Very violent.
I think he's gonna tell us about it, so...
There's also a little rubber piece down here that is supposed to help deflect those shells.
Oh,
so like the Solarthern,
interesting.
The LAHTI has a very stiff recoil system, and you can't just pull the bolt back. You literally have to...
Yeah, it's a 20mm, of course.
...to crank it back. The Solarthern utilizes a chain, but the LAHTI has a gear system. You just push this in, and then crank it about 2 times.
So like a rack and pinion thing?
And then you send it home, and you're ready to go. You have iron sights. This one does not have a scope like the Solarthern. They did not utilize a scope, but from what I understand, the fins were pretty good with iron sights. The Solarthern...
Yeah, we know some stories about fins and iron sights.
And the LAHTI have the same taste in ammo, and that is 20 by 138B. Once you get your 10-round mag loaded and inserted, all you have to do is hit this grip safety down here, and it will send your bolt home.
Okay, so it is
I would not want to put my thumb in that. So sometimes it's really hard to come across on camera just how big a gun is. So to give you some perspective, this is a Barrett M82A1 chambered in 50
also a giant muzzle brake.
BMG. It has a 20-inch barrel, and this by no means is a small gun. But when you set it next to a LAHTI and a Solarthern, it looks pretty tiny. And just to give you a little more perspective, this is a Barrett mag, and this is the LAHTI mag. Both hold 10 rounds.
I love that. That is ridiculously
But one
huge.
is 50 BMG, and the other is 20mm. This guy right here is 750 grains and putting out around 13,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, while the 20 mil is a little over 2,300 grains and producing around 35,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy.
I don't know how much that is. I'm not American,
So now
so
it's time to
still,
finally
that's a lot more than a bird.
shoot this thing, and I am very excited because I have questions that need answers. What is the recoil gonna be like on this thing?
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit lighter than the Solarthurn,
Okay.
and its barrel does not reciprocate. So, am I gonna have a good day,
Interesting.
or is my shoulder gonna be reciprocating? Let's find out, shall we? So my first question is, what's this thing gonna be like shooting it on the sleds compared to the bipod? I'm guessing it's going to kick me a lot harder, but we're about to find out. This guy in here
Let's go.
almost made a big
Satisfying sound when that magazine clicks in.
mistake, and that is always remember to remove
Yep.
your muzzle brake cover.
You don't want to blast that off.
I would have been big sad. It is a little muddy out today, so I'm going to lay on this table.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and send our bolt home.
Wonder if it's gonna destroy it in the end as well. Ooh.
So we do
That
have
sound
one
of
in
the
the
bolt.
chamber.
Okay. I think the video compression kind of didn't let us see that properly. Yeah, that is really bad for some reason. Okay. But you could still see just how much energy that put out. Oh, and the muzzle blast. Wow. Oh. Nice.
First of all, shooting it off the sleds wasn't so bad.
Which, yeah, I do have it on 1080p just in case.
Second of all,
Yeah.
if you notice
Okay.
right there, there is quite the crater in the ground. And my brass is full of dirt.
Oh,
And
wow.
that is why you don't put your hand there when shooting the line.
Okay, so it's ejecting with a lot of energy. I guess it is expected from a 20mm as well.
And it looks like I removed quite a bit of dirt from my berm. So now that I
Yep.
know that this thing is fairly safe to shoot, I'm going to lose the Premier Body Armor helmet and just switch back to my hat. And now
Okay.
we're going to
Switch back to my head, yes.
let down this bipod and see how bad the recoil is with that. Now the sleds weren't that bad, so
Okay.
I bet this will make it even better. So this is a two-step process. Pull this and lift
Interesting.
it down, and then I should be able to pull this and
Oh,
rock this whole thing. Uh-oh.
okay.
This may be a two-man job. Let me see here. Like that. And now pull this one. Oh, wait.
Interesting.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay. So it's quite a bit raised up compared to just the sleds.
Oh, it's setting much higher now. So one difference that I forgot to mention between the LAHTI and the Solarthurn is the Solarthurn has an auto-loading feature. So when I put the mag in the LAHTI, I have to manually send my bolt home. But with the Solarthurn,
Well, I mean, you still do it by just gripping the handle, so I guess it's still pretty good.
it automatically
Comparable.
sends the bolt forward. And when you're out of rounds with the Solarthurn, it automatically ejects the mag while the LAHTI
Yep.
holds it in there.
You can't really eject the mag upwards, so understandable.
Okie dokie. I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to see what this recoil is like, and I'm going to take a
Okay.
shot at that steel chair downrange and see where I'm hitting. All right, let's
Let's
send
go.
the bolt home. And I'm going to aim dead center on that chair.
Okay. Oh. Did it actually hit the chair? Interesting. Let me see that again. You can see like a little bit of gas ejecting out of here. Interesting. Is that intended or is that like leaking? I wonder. Oh. Nice. Yeah, that looks really cool as well.
Okay, I'm going to say that the bipod is definitely better than the sleds. I barely even felt that. She
Okay.
not me kicking.
Wow.
The iron sights on the
Oh, yeah.
LAHTI
You
are
hit it.
offset
Okay.
to the left. I was aiming dead center, and as you can see, I hit about 4 inches to the right, which makes sense. So if I want to hit something with this thing, I need to be aiming about 4 inches to the left. So now we know that the LAHTI will fire at least one shot at a time, and we know that the bipod helps with recoil better than the sleds. But
So, semi-automatic time?
this is a semi-automatic 20 millimeter anti-tank gun, and it holds 10 rounds. So can we get multiple shots without the gun malfunctioning? So up next, I'm going to take
the classic question.
3 shots and see if we can get all 3 to go off without the gun getting a jam. And at the same time, we're going to perform an experiment. According to the slow-mo, the muzzle blast on this thing is pretty wicked. So I want to know what would happen if you were a little too close to that muzzle. Okay.
Well, I'm guessing the skull is gonna explode. Let's see.
I would not want to be him right now.
Yep.
All right. First shot, here we go.
Well, not quite exploded, but looks like his face is gone for sure. No more skin on that. Just bare bones. And probably dislocated jaw as well, at the very least. Okay. Rather destructive, this one. Oh. That is really cool. And the sound of it.
Like this thing.
Let me hear that again. Yeah, that ding.
Properly, we were able to run through 3 rounds and no jams. So I learned 2 things. 1, my LAHTI is functioning properly. And 2, you don't want to be too close to a muzzle brake of a 20 millimeter. This dude...
You don't want to be close to any muzzle brake, but this,
is messed up. I mean,
he's got no face no more.
Looks like Predator now. I'm going to say that LAHTI right there is nothing to shake a stick at.
Classic.
Now we're going to blast what's left of our zombie bus with our LAHTI 20 millimeter, and at the same time, I'm going to give you an opportunity to see what it's like to shoot a LAHTI. And I'm going to achieve this by duct taping a GoPro
as always.
to my face.
Okay.
LAHTI 20 millimeter anti-tank gun. Let's get this thing loaded. So, first, we crank this thing.
That is really cool as well.
Okay. Now, we'll put our mag in there.
Interesting that there is no like return mechanism, like any kind of spring, but okay.
Big old behemoth.
Yeah.
All right, we're all set. All right, let's send this bolt home.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The way the whole thing just rocks back and forth when you do that.
Now, let's see if I can hit this thing.
Okay.
Okay, I would say that we hit it.
Yep, that's the same type of effect as with the 4-bore, though I guess even more. And look at that, the spin of the projectile spun this whole thing. Let me see that again. Okay. Coming in really fast. And then... Yeah. Yeah, I think this whole thing is just starting to spin like, yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay.
Oh! Ah! Ow! That breast is hot! Well, you may not believe this, but trying to hit a zombie bust at only 50 yards away with an anti-tank rifle with iron sights when your sights are offset to the left is actually a little more difficult than you would think. So I'm
good thing tanks are big, so aiming for them is easier.
Surprised that I even hit this thing. I managed to hit it in the cheek, but it still detonated the entire zombie bust.
Yep.
Well, I had a lot of fun shooting my LAHTI today. What did you think about it? And which one do you like better, the LAHTI or the Solarthurn? Let me know in the
Oh, they're
comment
both great.
section down below. Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you
Oh
next
yeah.
time.
Bro. Okay, definitely was not expecting another anti-tank rifle so soon after the last one. But yeah, this one is also really cool. I think I've watched videos about it on Forgotten Weapons or something. But I don't actually remember the bipod. I think it was just shot from the sleds in those videos, or I might just be misremembering. But yeah, that looks really cool, this wooden part. And yeah, all around really cool gun. Not much else to say. Lots of destruction, lots of fun. So yeah, thank you for watching everyone. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.